Hello YouTube, my name is Gabriel and today I'm going to talk about Canadian healthcare and also compare it to American healthcare because I've tried both American and Canadian healthcare. So the first time I used healthcare, it was in the United States. I was 9 years old and my parents and I went to a trip in Ogunquit. It's in the Maine, I think. I don't remember which state it is. And so we went on the beach and and then I put my feet on a nail and I was really struggling with pain, so my parents rushed me to the emergency room. So I went there and I had to wait like 1 hour and a half before seeing a nurse, not the doctor. And finally I didn't see a doctor, and the nurse didn't give me painkillers, and she simply removed my nail that I had on my feet, and that was $750 only for that. And I think that's pretty expensive just for a simple thing like that. My second experience with the healthcare was when I was 18. I had an appendicitis. So it was on April 26th of 2010. Yeah, April 26th, and I went to the emergency room, and so I saw the nurse. I went to the triage and waited for 4 hours before seeing a doctor, and the doctor drugged me up and they did some tests, and so after that they saw that I had an appendicitis, and an appendicitis, and they removed it, and they gave me morphine at the hospital, and they found that I was allergic to morphine, so I couldn't take it. And I had respiratory depression because I was getting a medication that I was allergic to, so they switched to codeine, and codeine I was still allergic to it, so they switched to Dilaudid, and I wasn't allergic, so everything went pretty fine after that. So when you go to an hospital, Canadian hospital, you simply have your little card, like here, that's mine, and you simply show up and give the card, and it's free. So you pay nothing. Yes, I waited 4 hours before being seen by a doctor, but it was pretty fast, I think, and it was free. So I stayed in hospital for 2 weeks, and I know that if I was in the United States, the cost of it will have been something like 30 grand or even more. I saw in the internet that 30 grand is only for 48 hours of hospitalization simply for surgery. I stayed 2 weeks because I had complication. There was some liquid in my abdomen, and they had to remove it because it went back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So my second experience with the Canadian healthcare was this summer. I went to I went to the hospital and I passed there directly. And this time I passed directly because I simply vomited in the waiting room. So they rushed me to see a doctor. And finally, it was simply a gastro, and I was discharged from the hospital hours after that. And they gave me antibiotics, and that's it. I waited 15 minutes maximum. It was for I saw the nurse, and then I saw the doctor, and like that. It was pretty fast, but maybe because my vital signs were a little bit high and I vomited. When I had my appendicitis, it didn't went that fast, simply because my vital signs were pretty normal, just simply abdominal pain, and yeah. About Canadian healthcare, I was looking for the provincial system, not the federal system, because I was in the Canadian Forces and I tried the federal system, and you wait longer than you will wait in the provincial system to see a doctor. It's like a clinic that you go the morning you want to go, and then you wait 3-4 hours to see a doctor, and the doctor is just pissed and annoyed, and most of the time he doesn't search for the disease that you have. Like me, I had a compartmental syndrome when I was in the Canadian Forces, and I was discharged for a medical reason after that, and that's simply like calf pains, and I need to wait for surgery, so it I have to wait like 2 years. I'm still on waiting list, and that's pretty much a downside of the Canadian healthcare system. The waiting list for non-emergency stuff is pretty long, and well, that's pretty much it. Also, if you need to see a social worker or nurse, you simply go to what is called a CLSC. It's like a clinic, and you can see a doctor like that for non-emergency thing like renewing a prescription or simply blood test or HIV test. I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Well, see you soon, guys. I'm gonna make another video soon. Coming out video, maybe. See you soon.